it's Kay here. Oops.
And Maggie behind.
Okay, we haven't stuck this one down, so that's why it keeps falling apart. So this is the inside of the shop, falling into pieces. Okay, so you've got a little counter, and you put a little bit of tape on, and you can do that. Which is so cute. You've got a little dinky till. You've got a display centre, like a console, display console. Obviously you have a cat, which if you've got a food shop, perhaps not, but hey ho. You've got shelving on here, and you've got shelving at the back, as well as your counter, and then you can have that as a display counter on there if you wanted to. Okay, and there's some glazing on there as well, which you can see. Okay,
And that will fit on.
And this fits to the back of our shop front. So can you see that?
Yep.
Okay, so what you can do then, if you wanted to, you could put a bit of tape along here, and you could have it open up, and you could have a shop front and back, or they can be two completely separate units, entirely up to you. Okay, so I'm going to start putting it together. So the first thing I'm going to do is put together the counter display. So this has got lots of interestingly shaped bits, and we will attempt to put them in the right order.
Is it best to work from the layout sheet?
Yes,
as well,
yeah. We do have the layout sheet. So this is what we're aiming for. It's this one here. Okay. So as you can see, that is the top. So we'll put that at the top. Okay, and then we want the top bits so that these fit. That's the middle, and that fits in the middle there, and these side pieces fit there, like that, and like that. So what I do now is I just glue these into position. Okay, so I'll put a bit of glue on there. Okay, it is hot today, so you do need to put a little tiny bit more glue than you would normally, and I would suggest you
use tape.
Use some tape in a minute as well. So I don't need tape just for a minute. We'll do that. Okay, so look at that one in the centre, and oops, that one right around. Okay, so it's flush at the bottom. Okay, and then we're going to put the centre one in, and the centre one is this one with the funny bits on the side, and they fit in the centre here like that. Okay, so this is why you probably want to tape it up until you've put all the bits together. So, because that fits down in the middle of this one, and then into the centre of these. So just need to wiggle it around, so that fits there, like that. So that makes sure that's nice and straight, and you get everything nicely lined up like that. Okay, and then this one fits on the side like that. Okay, so I'm going to put that one on.
And the middle one actually is below the heights of the sides, isn't it?
Yes,
that's
it is.
Where your plastic's going to stick
because
on.
that's the reason why you got those little bits on there. That's why I pointed them out. Okay, so your plastic was fit on the insides of this. Okay, so I'm just going to put a bit of glue there and there, and there and there, and okay, so that fits on the back like that. So I'll just put this on here and I'll show you what I've done. Right, that, and then of course you've got the middle one has got the recess on it for your plastic, and then at this point just make sure everything's nice and square. I've got a little bit of tape here actually, I've got those here.
Okay.
Oh, so I'd use these bits because they're a little bit bigger than those.
All right then.
Well, they're a bit bigger than those.
Well, I did her bigger ones last time and she tore them all into pieces, so I did her smaller pieces this time. I just can't win.
Okay,
Do
so
it yourself.
So you can see it's just come out of shape. Just put that in there so it's nice and square. Keep those nice and square like that. Okay, and this is your counter. Now in the shop, the counter fits in this way round like that. Okay, so what you need to do is make sure that this piece here fits on with a little bit of a gap there.
Well, I'm going to zoom in. Okay.
So it's going to fit there. So you've got a little ledge here.
Yeah.
Okay, so you need that little bit of ledge because otherwise your little flappy flap will have nothing to flap onto.
Well, it'll flap on and
It
it'll
flap
stick up.
It will stick. Yeah, exactly, it will do that. So that's the reason why you have that bit there. So you just make sure you get that the right way round. And let's glue that on there. Okay. If you don't want it, you can always turn it around and have it like that if you wanted to. But you'd have to change this piece around. So if you don't actually want a display bit here and you want this on the back, the inside, then you can do that as well. So I'll just get a bit more tape, make sure that's nice and square. Okay, so that's the counter. So we'll put that to one side. Okay, and then we're going to put the sides together. So again, this floor matches your front of the floor, like so. Okay, so that matches that when it goes together. Okay, so if you've got both bits together, so we want side piece. I can remember how to do this. It's like that. So that's the side, fits like that. And you want your back piece fits in. Get it the right way around. Nope, the right way around. So that fits in, whoops, like that. Okay, and then the front piece is, the wider bit is at the bottom and the shorter bit is at the top. This one. Okay, that fits in like that. So what we'll do is glue those and stick those.
So it's a good idea to do a dry run like that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
and then
always,
you can actually lay them flat down.
Yeah, so I know in that position everything goes in that position, and then I can get my tape underneath. It makes life easier when you do that. Now I need some bigger bits. I need some bits for the side, please, miss.
Do it yourself.
Okay, all right, I'll do it myself then.
How big would you like?
Yeah, that'd be perfect. That'd be perfect size. Yeah, well, not just yet. I just.
Oh, you're going to want a few of those.
Yeah, at least 3.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to put the glue round on this bit. This is obviously the boring part. What do you mean put glue on here? And I'll do, as I do with most of my things, is I put the glue on the inny bits, so they all match up. Okay, this is when I usually turn it around the wrong way round, but never mind. We'll see.
You'll be fine.
It fitted a minute ago, so we'll see what happens.
It's not TV.
No, but it doesn't help. I don't know. People are still watching. Okay, so just put the glue on here.
Well, it might be asleep, Kate.
Are you asleep, are you? We just had lunch, so that's probably why. It's just too hot to do anything, isn't it? Okay, so that's all glued up. So I'm going to put this piece on. Just tape it into position. And I'm going to put this piece on. So just so it fits in. That's it. I'll glue that in position. Thank you very much. So if you've got excess glue, I'll put a bit more glue on because it's so hot. It's drying quite quickly, so I'm putting a little bit extra more glue than I would normally. But again, you can wipe it off with your fingers or a dry brush. And then put this piece on. Glue around to fits. That's it. Okay, and that is your base of your shop back. Okay, and we're going to we'll put the back piece in first. So I need to turn it up this way round. Okay, and then I've detabbed all my bits and pieces. So these ones are for the small display cabinet at the front. So I'll just put those to one side just for a minute.
That's the one that looks a bit like a dresser.
Yeah.
Without the doors on.
Yeah. So these are the shelves for those. So these are the uprights. So they fit in to the back like so. So just glue those into position. So all I'm going to do there, I'm going to put a bit of glue all the way between those two bits. I don't need any more than that really. They tend to stay put, so if you want to put more on, then you please do so.
So you're putting the funny shape ones in first?
Yeah, I'll put the backs in first because they're the funny shape ones.
Yeah.
So it tells you what they're called on the layout sheet. So that fits in like that. So you make sure they're flush along there. Like that. Oops. Like that. Okay, so that's the back. So,
yep.
Like so. Okay, and then the shelves. You've got the two large shelves at the bottom. So they fit in like so. So what I do, not to do that.
Give time for the glue to set.
Yeah, well that would be helpful. But what I'm going to do is put those in like that. So you can either make, or just put a little bit of glue there.
Just on the slots.
Yeah, you don't need to put that much glue. So I'm going to put a bit of glue on all the slots, and then it'll take it down as you put them in. It takes the glue down. You don't need to overstick it particularly. Well, it's a good
fit, isn't it?
Yeah. So you can decorate the back of this before you put these in. Again, avoiding the tabs. This glue's decided to stick together. It's all too hot, isn't it?
It is a bit too hot. You're doing well.
I give up.
Sam.
Right. Okay, I'm resorting to...
There's a pulled out paper clip in your precious clips box. Can you pass it?
Right, so I've resorted to bookbinding glue. So, which does take a little bit longer to dry, but it's coming out the nozzle, so that's its main point.
Can you just pass it?
Right, so just put those back in there. There we go. Okay, so I've put glue on those little bits there like that. And let's make sure they fit in that. That fits in, and slots in, squidged in. Okay, that's all you need to do. And then that one. So it fits in like that. And then the thinner ones go in the next ones. Like that.
You know, it's a real shame, Kay. We could have done these as generation game challenges. I'm sure they would have had us on.
Okay, so that is your back. So what you can do then is obviously get a dry brush and take off all the excess bits of glue. So it will dry clear, but I'll just use my finger. That's what it's there for. So I'll get the rest of it off, and that will dry clear. Okay, and then we're going to put it's the same principle then for the next one. So I'll do the sides. So
I've degunked it if you want it.
Oh, right, okay. So right, that's a bit excessive. So I'm going to put a little bit there. Okay, so that's exactly the same principle. Is put that on. That goes on. Okay, Maggie's degunked it for me.
Sorry, yeah. Did you put a top on?
Then put a top on it. Okay, so I'll just go around on the bit of glue there.
Is it working?
Well, it's quite difficult to get out actually because there's not much in it, so
okay.
it's all right. I'll overdo glue it with this. So just be careful with this.
It is nearly empty, the other one.
Yeah, so put a little bit there. Okay. Okay, so this is far too much glue, but never mind. Right. Squish that in there. Okay, again, you've got the deeper ones, so they go at the bottom. And then put that next one on. So there's your little shelfy bit. And then the shallower ones go at the top.
And you know they're in the right place because they're flush, aren't they? At the ends, edges.
Yeah, so they're all nice and flush to that side. And that side, just take the extra glue off. And that is your display stand there.
Perfect.
Okay, and then on the other side, we're going to have our rest of our counter. So this bit here fits into the side of the wall. And then you have these two pieces that fit either side of it. So that it's... So whoops, the other way around. So they fit either side of it, so you've got something to hold on to. So it holds on to it. So you've got straps there. So I'm going to stick that in, and you'll exactly see what I mean. It'll be the easiest way of doing it, I think. So that fits in like that.
Yep.
Okay. Now these have got different sizes here.
Can you put it flat?
So one's bigger than the other.
Yeah.
Okay. So you want the small one to the side of the wall, because obviously you want a bit there so to hold your counter on. Okay. So I'm going to put. Ooh.
Oops.
Yeah, you weren't wrong when it says it gets a bit runny when it gets hot, isn't
It
it?
does when it gets hot.
So I'm just gonna. Right, so I'll put these on, then you can see when I can do a close up of the little ledgy bit you need. But I'll stick these on, and then Maggie can do the close up a bit. Oh, for goodness sake, there's no falling off now. Yeah, I think we don't need a temperature thing. We need to do this when it's under 30. Okay, can you get that to see the ledger?
Right, just tip it towards you a bit. Perfect.
Right.
Yes, that's it. Perfect. Oh, sorry.
Right.
Just throw it on the floor.
Right, okay, so the next bit is, while that's sticking, before it falls apart, we'll do the till. So you need to glue, you got 5 of these little things, so for your till body, and a back and a front, and a top and a back. So just put a bit of glue on, just need to put on those, 4 of them. Okay, so let's glue that to there, that one to there, that one to there, and that one to there. Okay, and then you want to just make sure that's nice and flush, so that's 90 degrees. So what I tend to do is do the back and just squidge it like that. So give it a squidge, then you know that's going to be 90 degrees. Okay. So then you're going to put these two together like that. So just glue those together. Okay, so they're 90 degrees like that. Okay, and then you just need to put a bit of glue along here, along there, and then stick that into place. So that's going to fit, the other way around, get it right, like that. No, why have I done that? I've done that wrong.
No, you haven't.
So
Oh no,
it's
you
different.
need to do it the other. That bit goes at the top. That's it.
So it fits in like that, yes. That's it. Okay, so
Piece of
what you
big
got?
tape.
I might do in a sec, hold on. So give that a squidge. So when you're looking at it, so that bit there is it the bit that tells you where you got your money?
Yeah, that's the bit that comes up when you press the knobs.
So the knobs will be on here, and this is the drawer. Okay, so just squidge it like that. Actually, that's probably fine.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about right. That's okay. Sometimes it needs sticking, sometimes it doesn't, and I think at the moment we're fine. Okay, so you've got nice. So that's your till. Okay, and this is your stand. Now you've got your legs and your first top and your second top, and in your bag you ought to have a few of these. You probably end up with more than you actually need. So what I'm going to do is put the legs in first. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue around there. So put my legs in. So these tables are very similar to the tables that we've used for the table for two and
on the stage.
on the stage. So they go like that. And somebody did say, can we have a square one? And we will do one day. Okay, that fits in like that. So while that's just gluing, so you can have this piece. Have I got my other one then there? Okay. So this bit, I'm going to put 3 together like that. So you can have those as high as you want. Okay, I'm doing it 3 high. So it means that you've got for a display thing, you could have, I don't know, a handbag, and some gloves underneath there if you're doing a haberdashery club or something like that. Depends what you can have in your shop, isn't it? So that'd be interesting to see what everybody does for the shops. There's so many. We've got so many ideas.
I think there's going to be some amazing samples.
Yes, yeah. The girls have gone off on one in this one.
Ooh, and we have got something else that will help with decorating things, but I can't say any more yet, can I?
I don't know. Can you? You probably
Little
will.
tiny, weeny things that you have to pack in packages with them. We might do a little sneaky peek at the end of this. How's that, Kay?
Possibly, yes. But we'll say we'll do a sneaky peek in the on the group.
Yes.
Yeah, on the group.
Yeah.
Okay. So right. So that's not quite stuck. That's on there. Okay. Try and get the central if you can. So drop a glue there. Drop a glue there. And just squidge that on there. And that on there. Okay, obviously you'll take a bit more time and get it central, but that's how you put that together. So I'll put that to one side before it falls to pieces, and we'll use the other one. Okay, so we're back to here. So this is our time to set a bit. So we want to get our display cabinet back, and then we can put our Sorry.
Oops.
So I'm going to put our... So I've peeled off the backing of it, and you can put it on here. Now it will just do it as a friction fit on here, so you don't actually have to stick it down. So then you can change it around if you want to.
And you can take things out and change the
Yes,
displays.
change things out.
Idea.
So you can just put a little blade underneath there and hoik it out, so it's done as a friction fit. Okay.
Well, I like that expression, friction fit.
There you go. Okay, so you got a little bit ledgy bit there. You got your bit there. So what I'm going to have here, this is your countertop, and it's going to fit. I'm not going to put it in. I'm not going to fit it in so it's not moving. Oh, for goodness sake! Right, so I'm just going to put it in, and I'm going to move it around so you can see what I've done. Okay, and you want to just line everything up so it's correct. That's it, like that. Okay, so it goes in like that. Okay, I can't lift it. I can't move it.
That's fine. That's fine. Just turn it this way a bit more. That's it. Stop.
Right. Okay, so I'm going to use a bit of tape, and I'm going to use this so you can see what I've done. But the other ones I've done, I've used sellotape.
Yeah.
You can use what you like. If you're covering the counter with a bit of wood veneer, you can probably use that.
Did you do it underneath or on top?
I did it on top.
Okay.
Okay, so you can see what I'm doing with the tape. So obviously you can trim that as necessary. So now you can go in and out.
Perfect.
Okay, so you can go in and out. So that's the reason why I've done that. You can stick this into place, or you can leave it loose if you're entirely up to you. And then we can put our little display thing in there. We've got our till. We have a pussycat somewhere. We have a pussycat. Okay, and that is our shop inside.
Brilliant. Did you want to just put the shop front on and add the thing that we forgot to add?
So as part of the shop front, it also has on here 2 little holes that you fill with a sign. So you just put a little sign in there, and you can just tie it in. You could have a pole with a barber's thing. You could have 3 balls for pawnbrokers, or whatever. You don't have to use our sign. You can use your own sign. So I'm just going to stick that in, and it fits in like that. Okay, that is now complete. Whoops! Did you turn this off?
No.
Yes, you did.
Oh,
Or somebody
yes, I did.
Okay, so that is your shop front. Stand up. I need to glue that in because it's going to drive me to distraction. Yeah. Okay, and that fits in like that. So
brilliant.
That is your shop front and your shop rear.
I think there's so much scope for this. And please don't forget to show us what you made.
Yes, please do.
We'd love
okay.
to see.
Okay. Okay.
Bye.